Okay, right, great. Well, thanks for coming along to Breathing Buddies. Right, we are going to begin today with straight out of Oxygen Advantage, Buteyko method, the recovery breath. It's also called many small breath holds. It's a nice little warm up for us to do, just to get the body ready for some kind of more sort of hypercapnic breath work, which we'll do a little bit later on. So the instruction for this, you're going to be breathing through our noses the whole time. It's going to be very simple. You're going to breathe in through your nose, then out through your nose. Cover your nose and hold your breath, and I'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you breathe normally through your nose 2 or 3 times, 10 or 15 seconds, however long I waffle for, and then we'll do a few rounds like that. So, we'll do this together. When you're ready, breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Cover your nostrils, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally through your nose a few times, just for 10 or 15 seconds or so. So yeah, this is a good warm-up. The first thing it does is it normalizes breathing volume. If we've been breathing a bit too fast, breathing a bit too much air, just starts to slow things down, get things back down into normal range. So let's go again. When you're ready, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally through your nose a couple of times, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times. Also, when we breathe through our nose, it stimulates the production of nasal nitric oxide. So when we're ready, let's go again. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally through your nose. Nasal nitric oxide is a bronchodilator, vasodilator, really good for helping with gas exchange in the lungs. It also helps to clean the air. It's antimicrobial as well. So when you're ready, let's go again. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose and hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and out through your nose. And because it's a bronchodilator, because it helps with antimicrobial, has its antimicrobial properties, it can be really useful this time of year as we might be getting problems with sinuses, blocked sinuses, sinus infections, that kind of thing. This is kind of a Swiss Army knife of exercises, the recovery breath. So let's go again. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. So yeah, this can help to ward off illnesses. It can help to open up the airways if you practice this 2 or 3 times a day. It also has other benefits as well in terms of our wakefulness. So when you're ready, let's go again. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. So yeah, it can help us to feel a bit more alert in the morning if we've had a poor night's sleep, we're feeling a bit groggy, but also conversely at the end of the day, it's when we're kind of sat on the sofa watching TV before bed, or just lying in bed, in fact, this can be a really good way of down-regulating, sorting our breathing out before we drift off to sleep. So when you're ready, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. And it's also been shown to be very effective for asthma, alongside asthma medications as well. If there's a mild to moderate asthma attack in place, alongside your medications, to practice this on the hour, every hour, until the attack subsides. One more go. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Pinch your nose, hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and out through your nose normally. But of course, the only way to test all of this is to put it into practice yourself. So I implore you to have a go at this 2 or 3 times a day through the winter months. See if it makes a difference for you. Okay, let's now just check in. Try and sit unsupported if you can. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking your mind to your abdomen. We're going to be breathing deeply. Now, by breathing deep, I don't mean breathing big. I mean breathing low into the abdomen, deep into the lungs. at whatever pace feels good for you. Hopefully it'll be a little bit slower now than it might have been before we did the recovery breath. Just checking in with yourself now. Maybe it's a good time to close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. See how you're feeling. What have you brought along with you today? Is there anything you can leave behind? Can you set the intention to be present for the next 20 minutes or so? Day's done. Tomorrow's a dream. Just concentrating on the feeling of your abdomen expanding, your belly expanding as you inhale, but also this movement out to the side, into your back body as well. Now we're moving to the first exercise, the halo breath. So as you're concentrating on these full breaths into your belly, imagine there's a plumb line reaching from the crown of your head, pulling you up tall. And then someone comes along and drops a little halo along there. So it's going to sit just above the crown of your head, this little halo. Now, I'd like you to start tracing the outline of that halo with your head, from your neck upwards, if possible. When you've done 5 or 6 rotations in one direction, switch directions. You don't need to count them necessarily, just get a feel for it. Just to create a little bit of balance. You might find that it's easier in one direction than the other. Asymmetrical creatures, despite the symmetry. So clockwise for 5 or 6 rotations, counterclockwise for 5 or 6 rotations. And after you've been doing this for a little while, see if you can make that halo smaller. So kind of spiral in if you can, till it gets to the point where you're barely moving your head on top of your neck, but still very definitely tracing that little halo. We don't get big headed and so we've got big halos, just little halos above the crown of our heads. Five or 6 rotations in one direction, 5 or 6 rotations in the other direction. Try to relax as well at the same time. One of the easiest ways to relax is just to smile a little bit. Don't need a big cheesy grin, just lifting the corners of your lips. Now, check back in with your breathing and just see what's happened. Has anything changed without you having to really think about it? Has everything slowed down? Has everything become a bit quieter? Those big breaths into your belly become smaller breaths. For most people, that's what happens. We add this little bit of conscious movement and everything becomes still. This can be really useful, little technique to take away. Things are feeling a bit much at any point. You need to feel like you need to slow down. Either that you definitely need to slow down your breathing or just that you need to slow down, kind of however you interpret that, maybe mentally or physically. That just stopping and doing these little rotations can have a great kind of down regulatory effect on the body. So you can stop rotating the head now. Sitting quietly. So we've wound ourselves down. Maybe reset your posture, make sure you're sitting tall. I'm going to practice breathe light. So in this exercise, We're going to be generating a little bit of air hunger. Air hunger is the feeling that you'd like to be breathing a little bit more air, taking a slightly bigger breath. But if it feels too much, if you ever feel like you are not quite in control of your breathing, it starts to become a little bit staccato, a little bit erratic, just take some bigger breaths, some fuller breaths. Do whatever your body tells you to do. Step back from the exercise and decide whether or not you want to join in again. Okay, so I'd like you to take the spotlight of your consciousness, the focus, place it upon your nostrils. Specifically the feeling of the air as it's moving in and out of your nostrils. Slightly cooler air as it enters your nostrils. Slightly warmer, conditioned air leaving your nostrils. Now, I'd like you to try and make your breathing as still as possible. I'd like you to try and hide it. So it's kind of hiding as best you can the physical movements, but also the sound. Could you hide the sound from someone else if there was someone else nearby? And next, could you hide the sound even from yourself? Or can you hide the sound even from yourself? So if you haven't done so already, the instruction for this exercise, the core instruction is to breathe a little bit less air. Maybe you're doing that already now by just quietening down. But if you've been filling the container up to 100%, instead, with each breath, try and fill it up just to maybe 70% instead. The goal here is to generate a little bit of air hunger, the feeling that you'd like to be breathing a little bit more air. So what that is that's carbon dioxide. You're not exhaling quite so much air, so carbon dioxide is building up in your blood. Your blood's becoming slightly more acidic. That makes you feel like you want to be breathing a bit more air. You want to get rid of the carbon dioxide. But if we can hang around right at that transitional point of where it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable, it's a little bit like going to the gym. Over time, we push away that glass ceiling, if you like, of where we feel the discomfort. And we become more tolerant to the presence of carbon dioxide. That means we can delay the onset of breathlessness, and we can delay the duration of breathlessness. But also in the short term, when we're practicing this exercise, breathing just a little bit less air, hanging around on that edge of air hunger, walking that line, we get a lot of benefits going on. So carbon dioxide is a vasodilator. It opens up the blood vessels. You might have noticed your hands getting a bit warmer. If you're very lucky, you might notice your feet getting a bit warmer. You might notice there's a stillness in your mind as your brain gets not only a better blood supply, but also better oxygen delivery. Carbon dioxide is the catalyst that allows hemoglobin to release the oxygen to your tissues, muscles, and organs. So by breathing a little bit less air for a few minutes each day, we can over time create some profound effects on the body as the body adapts. A little bit of hormetic stress, and over time the body adapts. We feel warmer generally, we feel calmer generally, we have better blood supply, we don't feel as breathless. Okay, we'll stay here just for a few more breaths. Okay, now drop that exercise. Just breathe exactly how you want to now. You'll probably want to take some slightly fuller breaths to get rid of a little bit of that carbon dioxide that's built up. So we're going to breathe deep now. So breathing deep, we kind of did this before. The idea here is we're breathing into the belly, into the abdomen. So you're going to take fuller breaths, but fewer of them. Trying to take away any movement from the upper chest and shoulders. They should be still, ideally. Drawing the air in through the nose, pulling the abdomen, pulling the diaphragm down as it descends, contracts. The belly moves out. Ribs move out to each side and into the back body as well. The back body moves out. It contracts and that whole area squeezes in, like we've blown up a balloon inside the body with the neck up by our neck. Now we're going to add something to this now. I'm going to add what I'm calling a micro-mudra. So in yoga, a mudra is a hand gesture. So what I'd like to do is place your hands on your laps, but with the palms facing up. On each inhalation, bring together your thumb and index finger, and then hold them there just gently, and then on each exhalation, let go. Each inhalation, bringing together thumb and index finger. Each exhalation, letting go. So in yoga, these hand gestures which we'd hold, said to activate and create a circuit of prana, a circuit of energy, life force around the body. We're not really doing it for that reason. What we're doing here is having small conscious movement, a little bit like we're doing the halo breathing, can help us to maintain this stillness, this relaxed state, but whilst also maintaining focus, not dropping off to sleep just yet. We'll do that a little while later. It can also help us to become more aware of internal rhythms as we mark the pace of our own breathing. If you practice this regularly, you can start to recognize if you're a bit stressed one day and maybe not realizing it, if your breathing's a bit faster than usual, or if you're breathing slow and nice and relaxed. It just can give you a little bit more information, help develop that sense of interoception. So in each inhalation, bring in the thumb and index finger together. Each exhalation, letting them go again. Now we're going to do some paced breathing. I'm going to count it, and I'd like you to try and carry on with these micro-mudras throughout. So let's start with some box breathing, nervous system balancer. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. So we need to get into sync for this. So when you're ready, take a breath in, exhale, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, last round, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Just let that go now. Take some nice easy breaths. See if you can maintain this micro-mudra idea. Keep that focus, that awareness of the rhythm that we're creating. So next we're going to do a few rounds of 4, 7, 8 breathing. Excellent for creating a little bit of vagal tone, stimulating the vagus nerve, getting us into a parasympathetic state. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. So again, we need to get in sync for this. So when you're ready, take a breath in and out, then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, last round, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax, take some nice easy breaths. Just see how that's sitting with you. Has that changed things or not? Just be curious. We'll do one more round of pace breathing before we finish. So we're just going to create a nice contour now at the shape of a relaxed breathing pattern at rest. 4-6-2 breathing. So we're going to breathe in for 4, out for 6, little pause, about 2 seconds at the end. In for 4, out for 6, little pause at the end. Again, if you can keep this micro-mudra going as well, just become aware of the rhythms we're creating, all the better. So when you're ready, take a breath in and out. Then breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Breathe in, last round, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Okay. We're going to round things off with just a few physiological sighs. So the instruction for this, nice and easy. You can exhale through your mouth with this one if it feels good. If you want to give it a sigh at the end. You're going to breathe in. Top it up. Sigh it out. Breathe in. Little sip. Sigh it out. Breathe in. Top it up. Sigh it out. Last one. Breathing in. Top it up. Sigh it out. Great, and thank you for coming along to Breathing Buddies this week.